hear you. I mind you, you know what I'm saying? Over here, Mondami, though, I forget how to pronounce the mayor's name. He was hiring regular civilians to shovel the snow. Bro, they had a robot shoveling the snow. I seen it on the internet. I don't know if it was real or not, but
You
I
and
do
these
know.
robots, man.
Yo, bro, it's in the algorithms. It's not even me looking for the content. It's
They
just
started paying dudes $30 an hour to shovel snow.
That's
the
true.
Streets ain't been this clean in a long time, bro.
Mhm.
Like after the last snow, it took mad days for people to actually shovel their front and the crosswalks. Today, I was walking around no problem.
30 an hour, move, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
and
work.
45 if you work over 40 hours. The overtime is 45.
Sheesh.
And that's again, to me, I feel like, you know, that's an additional charge. Not me, I'm saying per se, but anybody who does that kind of work where they, you know, say they taking care of a building. If it was the snow and the blizzard or something like that, it should be some kind of clause for a person where they get an additional X amount of money for being out there shoveling a whole blizzard full of snow. Mind you, it's a difference between clearing a block and making a path, because at first there was just paths. That's how heavy the snow was, where they wasn't giving you the whole
wasn't
block.
even a path. Niggas had trails. It was a trail. Like,
walk one foot in front of the other.
Like, you got to walk in front of the walk down that road.
Yeah, for real. That's real shit, Jay. Hell yeah. Thanks, bro.
Nah, man. I'm glad. Yo, this been the mildest winter out here that I seen in the time I've been out here. And like they said, you know, it set records. Like, yo, it's been like 40 days this winter where the temperature has been like 55, 60 degrees or more for the winter. It snowed out here like twice, and both of them times it wasn't shit. Like last week, though, I told Jay I had to drive up to the mountains for work, and I got caught in a little mini blizzard. And what happened was I was upset that it affected my work day and it affected my presentation. So I hollered at my girl Storm, and I sent that shit y'all way, man. So that's what y'all just finished dealing with.
That's crazy. I just send Storm our way.
Shit.
It's like, yo, man.
If you said that our way,
I called in a favor, man.
Had to go across. That shit just hit us. That shit must have made a whole U-turn past all the other states, came all the way around, know what I'm saying? And then came because trust me, bro, the East Coast felt that shit, bro. Yeah, man, that shit was serious. I remember I had a rhyme when I said snowing in Colorado. Like, you trying to tell me they don't snow in Colorado? Just get little light blizzards?
Not anymore, really. And it's so crazy. So I was just talking about this with Sable earlier, because she was saying she was reading that, like, you know, we not getting a lot of snow out here this year. We actually, like, some places in the mountains for skiing, they had to get like fake snow brought into the spot because it's not enough real snow. So yeah, they do have fake snow because, you know, it's like indoor skiing and snowboarding shit nowadays. So there is artificial snow. So they actually had to bring some out to certain of the ski resorts up in the mountains out here, just for people to actually enjoy the winter sport that they normally could do no problem. So yo, global warming is real, man. But I'm loving this winter, man. Like, for real. I can't tell you the amount of days I done been outside with short sleeves, man. I'm out here bearing arms in the winter.
Yeah, all right. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give it to Jay. You know what I'm saying? He got this TNT windbreaker that I had bought for him. I always get Jay merch, you know. Jay always got good merch. You know what I'm saying? The TNT windbreaker get me through the winter. I put on everything. Put on the hoodie. Of course, I just got more than a hoodie, like a t-shirt, thermal, hoodie, that windbreaker, bro. Tough.
I know which one you're talking about too.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro, the insulation inside that windbreaker, some of the best quality I've ever had in my life, man.
Windbreaker out here. People out here even love the merch JB having. Because one time I caught some different world stuff, and yo, they got me for it. Like they got me.
What?
So even people out here is loving that shit, man.
Right. You did tell me that, dude. That
was wild, bro. It's like
That's some wild shit.
There's like 2 shirts, so I think a shirt and a hoodie. I can't remember, but yeah, I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Right.
And I've been looking, like, especially when I was still living in that same neighborhood, I was looking around, just waiting to see if I catch somebody wearing it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, what this shit happen at the laundromat?
Nah, like when in shipment in like transit of delivery.
Oh, damn, an inside job?
Yeah, they stuck me for my papers, man.
Damn, bro, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, man. So, and it was some dope shit, like, too. But yeah, I do got some other shit too. But that shit, I was like, damn, man. And I know they don't got no more of these because it was a little while ago, and I think they was almost finished with those. So I know one of the joints was it was like an astronaut joint. I think it was like a hoodie or a sweatshirt. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah.
What's up with the starter pot? We getting the hoodies? That's gonna be fire.
Yo,
getting the certified hoodies?
Yeah, yo, all of that shit coming soon, man. I told you, I got this sweatshirt coming. Y'all need
it's
to.
It's a sweatshirt. It's not a hoodie. It's a crew
neck. I went with a sweatshirt. Like, okay. I don't know. I just wanted to rock with just a crew neck sweatshirt, see how the quality on that is, and then kind of go from there. So if this company is legit, you know what I'm saying? The deal was for the first time you get like the first item that you do on a discount. So it's incentive for y'all to just, you know what I'm saying, use that link that I had sent, get one made up real quick. But we about to have some stickers, QR codes for the people, passing them out, you know what I'm saying, all of that.
Yeah.
And then we gonna have some personalized merch for us too coming soon in the next couple of weeks. So, you know, we'll get that going too. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's what's going on with me, man. What's up with y'all, man? You know, y'all got anything y'all wanted to stir the pot with? Any peppers, jalapenos?
Yeah, I got a lot of shit. The first shit I'm gonna start off with is you know, good business. What I believe, because Breeze always like to say I want to talk business shit. So yeah, I'm gonna be on some business shit. Yo, y'all see the Seattle Seahawks are up for sale? Not less than 2.5 weeks, pretty much after they won the Super Bowl. Yo, and they listed, forget this. Talk about striking when the iron is hot. $10 billion. Like, I feel like I could do the Dr. Evil pinky and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you say a number like that, $10 billion, y'all. That's a number right there.
10 billion.
Right.
I'm anxious. Like, I care about like us, the fans. I care about seeing the documentary of the fans, like seeing how the team got took from them, and then they getting the team back. Like, what was their perspective? Because that shit is wild. Like, I just want to hear their story. You know, like the fans in Seattle. Remember, they had the Seattle Supersonics.
What we talking about? No, hold up, bro. Hold up. You about to go? I'm asking about this topic, and now you talking about basketball, bro. We talking about the Seattle Seahawks, man.
I thought you said Seattle Supersonics. Oh, my bad.
No, man. They just won the Super Bowl. Listen to the whole thing of what I'm saying, bro.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I heard. All right, I see.
They just won the Super Bowl, and now the owner
strike where the iron is hot. Okay.
2 weeks after, now he's flipping the team when they at their highest value for $10 billion. That's crazy.
Makes sense to me. Buy low, sell high.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
All right. So now, is this going to be a precedent that's set? Maybe.
It depends. What's this dude's financial situation? What type of investor is he? Who is the guy? But I feel like that makes a lot of sense because
he's the other Microsoft family dude.
Huh?
So Paul Allen, he
passed. You said Microsoft?
Yeah, Paul Allen. You know who Paul Allen is?
I don't know if you heard this about Microsoft, but I don't even know if it's true, but I heard Bill Gates is in hiding right now or something like that. He done got divorced. Something done happened. He's split, left his country or some shit. So that could have something to do with the fact that him trying to secure some bread right now because he don't know what the future of Microsoft is currently.
So I think it's Microsoft. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to double check right now. The owner actually passed away several years ago, but it's his family who owns like all of his stuff now.
Okay.
But I believe that's what he Microsoft. He helped found Microsoft. So he was like the Wozniak of Microsoft, basically, if that makes sense, you know?
Wow.
But because the family owned the Blazers and they own the Seahawks. And they sold the Blazers a few years ago. And now they're about to sell the Seahawks for $10 billion. That's a crazy number, man.
Yeah, I like it. You know what I'm saying? I think that is good business. I think that it's interesting that they doing it because this is the first I heard of it. I never heard an owner doing that. I never heard an owner when they win the championship. You know what I'm saying? Any sport, sell a team like that.
Right.
Yeah. So this is interesting.
I seen an owner destroy a team right after they won the championship. For real. The 1997 the 97 Florida Marlins. They won a championship and the owner took a hatchet to the team and traded away everybody.
Mm-hmm.
See, but that's the point. I feel like once you get to the mountaintop, know what I mean? You are at the mountaintop. You have the value of the team at the highest it ever will be. Why not sell there? Like if we're talking about strictly for investments, that's the definition of buy low, sell high.
Yeah, I think it's very strategic, and I think it's all intentional about far as whatever else you got going on. I don't think that's the only show in town. Now, mind you,
he might not be in it for the love of the game.
In that part,
yeah, because it is the son and the family and not the father. Because the father, Paul Allen, loved, like, if y'all know, Paul. Think about like the Seahawks and the Trailblazers. Those were two pretty good ran organizations for long periods of time, and that's the same owner who owned both of them.
Okay, so but when we talking like how long exactly? Do you know how long?
Paul Allen, I believe he owned the Seahawks and the Blazers like throughout the 90s and the early 2000s. Like I said, I think he sold the Blazers. I want to say sometime, let's say 2018, 17, something like that. And then the Seahawks, the family still owned even after he passed away, because he passed away like 5 or 6 years ago. So the family still own the Seahawks, and now they selling them for $10 billion. To me, that's a crazy number. And I hope, like I said, it doesn't set a precedent because if a team has good ownership and they have, like we were talking about this, I think last show or the show before, it's a trickle down. If the ownership is good, then you're going to have good people in the right places. Like as far as like, your GMs, your coaching staff, your trainers, your scouts, all of that is going to be top notch if it's a top notch owner. So now when you sell a team, you put at risk that franchise to now getting an owner who may only be all about the money and a business person and is not really looking at it to investing in the team 100% properly to get the best out of the team. So now, to your point, Breeze, how you bring stuff in from a fan's perspective, think about now how that hurts the fans and it hurts the organization from that aspect. So like I said, I hope that it don't set a precedent to now where, we win a championship, we got a great organization, now let's sell it to a new owner, and now there's a good chance that this owner runs this business into a shit can. It's no different than a good restaurant, right? Think about a restaurant that you love, you go to all the time, and now all of a sudden you selling it to another owner, and now they can't run that restaurant the same way. And now the next time you go in the restaurant, the food is terrible.
But the nepotism makes sense. The son getting a team and then not giving up the team until he win a championship shows great honor. Great honor for his father. You know what I'm saying? He put his father in a situation he could say, look, Pop, I won this team a championship. Now I'm going to sell it. He's showing his father that he's a good businessman, from the heavens above. He's doing he's walking the path that I think his father wants him to walk. I think if he wanted the NBA in the, you know what I'm saying, business and be in the business of basketball, he would have kept it in the family. You know what I mean? But do I think he's just going to give it to anybody? Nah. You know, I think there's some sentimental value in kind of basketball in the business because you got, you know, father to son. So, you know, and then holding the team until they win a championship. Yeah, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? But we go, you know, we'll see. You know, that's in due time. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, ultimately to answer the question, yeah, it's good business. It's good business. You know what I mean? Especially if he had other, he know that was something that his father loved, and he ain't had the same love for it that his father had. You know, he left the game respectfully. There's honor in that. So yeah, I respect it. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, out here stirring the pot. I It's one of the topics that I seen was, and I can't pull up the content now. It was crazy. It was a lady that was, you know what I'm saying? I think she was with somebody, and you know, she, you know what I mean? They wasn't they she shot him basically. You know what I'm saying?
Who shot who?
It was a lady who owned a babysitter. I seen this on Facebook. I don't know how credible it is. I don't know if it came from the but I seen the story. It was showing how the, you know, lady was involved, like married, husband and wife. They was together, and she owned a, you know what I'm saying, daycare. And she found out that her husband was touching some of the kids in that daycare, and she shot him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think she got out of jail too.
Oh, you heard about this story? You
this
heard
was
about
a minute ago that happened, maybe like 3-4 years ago. And
okay.
I think she pleaded temporary insanity because
good lawyer.
Because, you know, she wanted to protect them babies. And then I believe that like recently, like in the past 2-3 months, she got, like, I don't know if they filed an appeal and she got out, or she served whatever time it was that they gave her and she got out, but she recently got out. So shout to her.
That's what's up. Or yeah, so you know,
yeah, I can understand why somebody would want to do that.
Yeah.
Or how somebody could temporarily go insane after hearing that, because one, it's your business. And somebody else is sullying up your name of your business and doing shit to kids, and it's like on your name. Like, come on, man.
And not only your name, is shame. Like, imagine you building with this person on a regular basis. They, you know, your husband and wife, that's sentimental value right there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always kick it, y'all always talk. You know, that's your honey, your boo-boo, your earth, your, you know what I'm saying, your love, all of that. Y'all sharing how y'all feel. Imagine, again, I do think that, yeah, someone who going into the business of daycare is doing it partially for the money, but some of it is sentimental value. Some of it is, I really got love for these kids. You know what I'm saying? I really care about these children, and their walks of life be having them have careers because of that. And I think she was one of those people who was really true to her work. And you know, I think he violated. You know, he used her trust to do the wrong shit that he did, and she shot him for it. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad she beat that charge.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, you know what I'm saying? That's me stirring the pot, you know what I'm saying? I figure I throw pepper in the pot, you know what I mean? You know,
I don't think she should have went to jail in the first place. But
just saying, maybe she went to did time served or something like that. You know what I mean? But she could have she wouldn't have been the she could have went home. Or
she should have went straight home after that. They should have gave her a medal for doing community service.
Shit is serious, man.
All right. Bro, I like, Don't try to look like that and all this, man. You want to bring up all these serious ass topics, so get serious, Walter Cronkite.
Bruh. I mean, I said what I was gonna say. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I agree with what you said. You kind of said what you said what I said in other words. So it's like, I mean, I don't want to keep talking about it, but at the end of the day, if it's not enough said, I feel like, you know, I don't want to take it to Dave Chappelle, but that shit just, you know what I mean? I just think
I feel he should burn in hell.
Like, I'm telling you, like, seriously, that I just. And like I said, I'm not here to do all of that. Y'all see that for entertainment, always scrolling across the screen, and I'm saying. But at the end of the day, listen, you know, you got to protect the children. Have to. That's the utmost importance. So, you know, she did what she had to do. And she felt like she did what she had to do. So I'll just leave it at that.
Like I said, she should have got a community service medal for the community of scum, and and she was married to the scum, so that probably why she took like the matters into her own hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think I did hear about what y'all talking about.
Yeah, but my thing is, bro, I do not be wanting to talk about some of these topics, but it stirred the pot, so you got to keep the food for thought. You keep it hot. So if you're gonna bring it up, I'm gonna talk about it. But bro, some of this shit, I be wanting to kick it. Now I be wanting to kick it, talk about some cool shit. Like I said, 3 cool guys just kicking it. Now,
yeah, right. He don't want. He don't
be the vibe though, bro. But like, hold on. But what I'm saying is, listen, you got to hear my side of it. And I heard what you said. Now hear what I said. In the beginning of the show, in the intro of the show, Pete describes what the show is going to be about. Now, if we deviate off course of that, then we ain't who we say we are.
But I feel like a little bit of everything. But we all know the different type of things we bring into the pot. You know what I'm saying? Like so basically, like me and Jay bringing like a variety of maybe this or that. You know, you bring in like asparagus every fucking episode or some baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
not wrong. Not to say there's anything wrong
with asparagus or broccoli, but you bring in the good for you topics. Like this is good for you to talk about. This is good for you.
You never know. You never know if like
you ain't bringing potatoes with marshmallows.
It might be some sweet potato pie. You know what I'm saying? It might be some mac and cheese. It might be you bring it like we know you bring in the carrots. You know what I'm saying? Like
for the carrot cake. For the carrot cake. Carrots for the carrot cake.
You ain't even bringing the carrot cake.
It's not the carrot cake. It's
carrots for the carrot. I'm bringing the ingredients for the carrot cake. Hopefully somebody there making the carrot cake.
Nah, you ain't bringing no cream cheese. You ain't bringing no cream cheese for the topping, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't bringing that shit. You bring.
Nah, I'm bringing all of the ingredients for the
and you bringing them shits like freshly picked out the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't even go to the supermarket to get them shits. You pick them shits off the ground.
I go to the section where they got the sprinkler sprinkling all the vegetables. You know what I'm saying? That man, fresh produce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. That's true. That's true.
That's
like I said, it's just not like shit. Some of that shit is uncomfortable, but it's real.
Right.
So I respect it. But it's like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm going to say what's real. Sometimes you got to rid the earth of some scum. You know what I mean? And I can't say that I feel bad for that dude, but that dude has a family. And I don't know, but I can't say.
Yeah. All of that stuff is crazy, man. Like it's definitely something that you gotta, especially in today's internet, dance around the topic of. So you gotta get your Sammy Davis, Gregory.
Right, you can't even say the words.
Yeah, you gotta dance around it. You know what I'm saying?
You can't even say what happened. Really, you gotta they saved somebody.
That's true.
Call me Gregory Hines out this motherfucker. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but. I was going to bring up a Breeze topic, know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I watched the documentary last night on the ABA. It was on Amazon Prime. It's called Soul Power. So I feel like Breeze would have gave that documentary a 10 out of 10.
Thanks. So, I'm going to watch it right after this.
So y'all should go watch Soul Power. It just talked about I think it was like the rise and fall of the ABA and all the teams that it had. It was a bunch of dope people in it. It was, damn, who the fuck narrated it? I think it was Common narrating the joint.
Okay.
And, but it was mad people in it. There, Dr. J, Charles Barkley, like soundtrack was good. Talked about all of the issues that caused them to close. I talked about how during its height, it was way more talent than in the NBA, and they was putting mad pressure on the NBA. Like, great documentary. I think Breeze would have gave it a 10 out of 10.
I'm gonna recap.
That really is probably like a 7 out of 10.
Now it might be an 8.5 because honestly, I missed some of it because I was in and out. Know what I mean? But it was playing the whole time. And everything that I was seeing was fire. It was very informational, entertaining, all of that. So it was a dope documentary.
Yeah, I'm
Amazon Prime. Shout out to them.
So I'm gonna rate it a 10 out of 10, and Jay rated it 8.5.
You ain't see it yet.
No, but I already know. I know Breezy.
But no, he already said he said, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10.
Yeah, he gonna watch that shit and be like, this shit is a 10 out of 10. I know he gonna see.
So I'm reading the book.
I wanna come back to that because this is a running joke, and I want the people to dive a little bit deeper into that. But first, I do, because I have on my list too, something that I want to watch, and I'm telling y'all, we should watch it and probably convene on it next week or the week after. But it's called Black Ice, The Rhythm. It's about a dude in Detroit, black dude who was a hockey player, and his career got derailed or whatever, and then he basically tried to get other black people and black kids in Detroit to play hockey, and he basically like started an organization and coaching and all of that stuff like that. And it got good reviews. It was a dude on TV talking about it the other day. Like the creator and writer of it was on an interview talking about it, and that's how I found out about it. I found out about it yesterday, so I didn't have time to watch it for today. But I definitely wanted to put y'all onto it, and I'm gonna check it out and see what's up. I think it's on a couple of outlets. I think it's on Apple, Prime, and Tubi.
Black Ice.
It's called Black Ice, The Rhythm.
Okay.
It's crazy that you even said that, because one of this white dude at my job today was saying that his pops, and they from Detroit, but was saying that his pops was like the person, like he coached the all girls black golf team and took the first all girls black golf team to the nationals or something like that, or like won the national championship, or did something with the all girls black golf team from some high school that he was coaching. He was just telling me about this today, and that just reminded me of what you said. But it was in Detroit, not Detroit, in Michigan. Maybe it was right outside of Detroit, but I don't know. So shout to them, shout to him. And Detroit is a real black city.
Yeah. Yo, I want to hear something real dope that I learned. So after I had heard about that, I was doing a little bit more reading about, black people playing hockey. Right now, it's a record 25 black players in the NHL. I didn't even know that. Like, that's a record right now. And then also, there's a woman on the women's U.S. Olympic hockey team, a black woman named Layla Edwards. She's the first black player, male or female, to ever win an Olympic gold medal for U.S. hockey. So shout out to her. Like, I thought all of that was dope. Like,
yeah, absolutely. And hearing about that in Black History Month, even, you know what I mean? Like, we make history all the time, but it just goes to show, and I can say from a personal account, not that I did anything that great, like I ain't win no gold medal, but I'm just saying being introduced to something and being interested in it. Like, you never know what you're interested in unless you introduce to something. The first thing that I was interested in that I didn't know that I'll be interested in was tennis. Like, the first time I played that shit, I loved it. Like, yeah, I heard about tennis, but I go to the park, I play basketball, football, you know what I'm saying? I really wasn't into baseball. And another thing was the opportunity to play tennis. It wasn't like at every basketball park you could just play tennis. It wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that to say those uh those African Americans that got those gold medals, they was probably introduced to it and they became interested, intrigued by it even. You know what I'm saying? Like to know that they could be the first, know that they could be a pioneer. You know what I mean? And but have love for it, not just to try to. But again, they just find purpose and not. I don't want to say conquer the sport, but be dominant in it. So yeah, I think that's dope, man. Shout out to that.
Word, shout out to that. And the more programs that can come out to help facilitate young black kids to play the game of hockey, definitely would help with the growth. And I think maybe possibly is, I'm not educated enough on the topic to speak on it fuller, but I think it possibly, if it's not helping, it could help. Because the main reason, in my opinion, why hockey isn't played in a lot of black communities is the economic reason, because all of the equipment that's associated with it, not to mention you gotta go to somewhere where there's an ice rink, so there's a whole huge amount of different factors involved that prevents young black kids from playing hockey. So
that's the fact.
If it's situations like this movie, I don't know, I don't think it's based on a true story. I haven't I haven't read that anywhere or not, but maybe this could inspire somebody to, do something similar to this, to create a youth organization and coach a team up, to teach them the game, to make them fall in love with the game and offset, the financial ramifications that come along with it in a variety of different ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be just maybe that coach doing it. It could be from fundraising, charity, a bunch of different things to, help facilitate that, because you never know. If everybody's given a good equal opportunity, then people can excel in things that they never even thought that they had a chance to.
Oh, did you just reminded me of that Terry Bridgewater thing? You seen that where they made it a law, I think in Florida, where you could take up to $15,000 in your personal account to help as a coach. Like, I guess they had rubbed him the wrong way about
he got fired.
Oh yeah, damn, that's terrible.
He lost his job, because it was so messed up, man. His team was like traveling, because Teddy Bridgewater, he was a quarterback in the NFL for years, he started coaching a high school team in his hometown in Florida, and he bought the kids, like he spent money on food for them, like hotel rooms for them, because they was traveling, going in different places, food for them, clothes, like the bare necessities essentially. And he lost his job over that shit, yo.
What are we talking about here?
Terry Bridgewater. It was
Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh,
you love to fuck somebody's name up.
I call him Teddy. What you talking about? I ain't fuck his name up. I call him
Terry, man. You ain't talking about Terry.
Chat, y'all got rewind and shit. I ain't call him Terry, but even shout to, I know he used to play for the Vikings. He was nice, and
he used to play in the NFL.
Yeah,
he started coaching, and he started coaching high school football. And he spent money on a bunch of stuff for his players because they was traveling to go play teams. So like food, hotel rooms, clothing, toiletries, like
back and forth.
Shit you need.
He got fired for that.
And he got fired. So now they implemented, Breeze had brought up that they implemented a rule in Florida now where high school coaches can spend up to $15,000 on stuff like that for their players and it not be no problems.
Right. But look how essential the number 15,000 is. You got a whole team. So you feel what I'm saying? Like a whole season, a whole team. They had to look at the budget and see that he wasn't doing anything ridiculous. They probably audited him, did mad shit. I don't know exactly, you know what I mean? But
I know buying them cars and jewelry and clothes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
even if he is buying them sneakers, I'm pretty sure it ain't no $2,000 kicks. He buying them maybe some Jordans or something. It was wild, man.
Yeah.
Right,
so
but shout out to them for correcting that. And That's crazy. Him losing his job.
Were the kids getting penalized too?
Nah, they didn't penalize the kids. He lost his job. And then he wound up going back to the NFL for like another year.
Because I feel like I've heard something similar with the kids in college getting shit paid for them and then not being eligible for shit.
Well, yeah, that was before NIL shit in college.
You talking about blue chips?
Yeah, before the NIL.
This what y'all talking about is like super recent?
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater just
he
got fired in, I think it was 2024.
Oh, it's 2024, is it? Yeah,
yeah, I believe he got fired in 2024 because I think he was back in the NFL this year for a team or two. I can't remember.
I just seen that the other day.
Chat said Terry Bridgewater played for the Minnesota Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's why the ruling just came in. So he got fired in 2024. So yeah, that shit was crazy, man. Like, what was he supposed to do? Let these kids starve? Make these kids sleep on the bus? Like, I don't get it.
He buying them the best sneakers, making sure, you know what I'm saying? That you ain't got no wear and tear. They got full, you know what I mean?
Everybody got to be uptowns. What's wrong with that? Probably, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You look good, you play good. You know what I'm saying? Coach taking care of you. You know what I mean? Making sure, you know what I'm saying? You lace them up. You know what I mean? Getting you the sneakers that cover your ankle. You know what I'm saying? Looking out for you. You know what I mean? But whatever, man. I just think they right. They should apologize. That rule should come with an apology letter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad they made things right with Teddy Bridgewater.
But yo, the second thing I wanted to ask you, Breeze, while we was on the entertainment shit, and my mind totally slipped on this. What are your qualifications of a 10 out of 10 movie? I think the world wants to know. Like, what does something, a movie or a TV series, whatever, what does it have to have for you to give it a 10 out of 10?
The creativity I like. I would say, like, when I think of 10 out of 10 movies, the first thing I think of is like Friday. When I seen Friday, it was a 10 out of 10 movie. I never seen a movie like that. It was the first time I seen it, and it was funny as hell. Friday was a 10 out of 10 movie. Terminator, you know what I'm saying? First time I seen Terminator, I thought that was a 10 out of number one, the first one. The first time I ever seen it, like, it was new. Like, I never seen a movie like that before that. And again, I think that part of it gives it close to a 10, just off of the originality, just the fact that you starting with originality, it already gets you up there. So you ain't even got to try hard after that. And now you do, but it still puts you at advantage. You know what I'm saying? So I the sci-fi thing and how true it is today. Now I think about, am I wrong for saying that Terminator 1 is a 10 out of 10? No, sir. The fans could trust Big Fan Breezy. I'm not just saying
2 is closer to Terminator 10 out of 10 than 1 personally.
So you think 2 is better than 1?
The movies are
definitely better than 1. T2 is definitely better than Part 1 to me.
Okay. Certain aspects, yeah, but certain aspects, no.
You supposed to compare them, though?
Breeze, it was refreshingly original.
Right.
See, somebody player one said T2 is better too.
Like, I'm not mad at that take at all, because I can see certain aspects, yeah. But like I said, Terminator 1 was refreshingly original, man. You know, like it was.
Yeah, but T2 was the whole package. Like, it was original. Yeah. It looked great. It was like the dude had the liquid joint. It was the new. I don't know, that Terminator 1 was a great movie too, but T2, that was closer to perfection. Like,
and I like Arnold. I like Arnold more as the bad guy.
Perfection. It was closer to.
I like Arnold more as the bad guy too. Like, honestly, like, I liked him when he was the chaser and not the runner.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. But that's it. But again, just the whole writing of it, I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I don't contrast.
So the acting doesn't factor in for you?
Yeah, of course.
Because Arnold's a terrible fucking actor.
No. He's another one.
He's
hold on. No. I was gonna say, hold on.
I was gonna, like a robot. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but no, I was gonna say that too, because I was watching a clip about Mr. T and how they just play him to be himself. I was saying that earlier about Jason Statham. I said, yo, whatever movie Jason Statham, he's just.
He can only be a basketball player in movies. What? Jason Tatum can only be a basketball.
No, you talking about Jason Statham?
I know, but at first he said Tatum, so that's why I'm still fucking with
him. I said Jason Statham. I know what I'm talking about. Yo, the dude, he played the same character in every movie.
I'm telling you, Breeze will fuck somebody's name up.
So how y'all say his name then? How y'all say his name?
That's what I said. H in there. No,
it's Statham. And then this nigga, yo, he be calling this nigga Caleb Wilson. That shit be having me.
Yo, remember when he used to call Kaepernick Colin?
Yeah, like
Colin Kaepernick, right?
like the punctuation mark.
Fuck your name up, yo.
Yo, no, hold on, wait, just about punctuation. Did you know there's mad punctuation marks that we do not use? Like I thought I knew all of the punctuation marks till I seen some post on the internet the other day. It's like a question mark and an exclamation mark together, and that's called something. Like it's two sideways exclamation marks that you could put. That means like they diagonal to a point. That means something. It's a question mark with a comma under it. That means something. Like I didn't even know there was all these punctuation marks available to use in the English language. But my bad. Not the.
Man, that's an asparagus in the pie. Y'all said I'll be throwing asparagus in the pie. That was an asparagus. It's all good,
bro.
I'm fucking asparagus. Know what I'm saying?
That shit is crazy. I've never seen these things. Like I thought, I don't know. That shit just caught me off guard when I saw it.
Hell yeah, that's totally different, man. Like I would have never thought of no shit like that, man. Like that there's two exclamation points coming together, creating like a V, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's wild right there. Or a Y with the dots at the bottom, it would kind of be like a Y. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Yo, big fan Breezy, you should change the Y in your name to the exclamation. Yeah, you should change your the Y in your name to the exclamation points.
Bro, I didn't know these things existed. Like you can really put that at the end of your sentence. Like
what the hell do they mean though?
The question mark and the question mark and the exclamation mark together is called the interrobang. But it pretty much means that you're questioning something and excited about it. Like what the fuck? Like you question it.
You can send somebody. You can send somebody WTF in a text with that.
Yes.
And you can really let them know how much of what the fuck you.
They can visualize it more,
right?
So they need to make these accessible to us.
These two question marks right there that look like a heart. That is actually to express love. So if you're expressing love with your statement, you can put that instead of putting like the heart emoji. That was the heart emoji before the heart emoji.
Wow. So these things have been around.
Yeah, these things have been around for a long time. People just don't use. They're like, yeah,
that's
like
crazy.
They're just lesser used punctuation, and I didn't know these things existed. You have to be like some sort of literary scholar to know this shit.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. I didn't even know nothing about that. So, I got to do some more research for myself on that. And
this shit right here
to try to get this shit used.
State authority. Like if you send an authoritative statement to let somebody know they better do this, that's this shit. Like I didn't know there was punctuation to let people know these things.
Right.
And right.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Wait, what you typed in to see that shit? I'm finna put it on the big screen.
I just said obsolete punctuation marks or lesser known punctuation marks. Okay. But that shit was new to me when I seen it on TikTok the other day.
That's wild.
And that wasn't even one of my topics. It was just because y'all was talking about the punctuation shit. And I was like, yo, did you ever? I wanted to see if even one of y'all ever heard of this shit. This shit,
Nah, I ain't never heard of that shit. Nothing like that.
Oh, so they kind of like what the asterisk is, but those.
Yeah, but there's different ones. Like it's
Right.
an upside down question mark for a rhetorical question. Like if you ask something rhetorical, you're supposed to put the question mark upside down. Like who knew?
Right. The question mark is in distress.
Yeah, you definitely speaking the power with this shit.
Right,
but I got something to follow up on that whole Warner Brothers, Paramount, Netflix thing. Is new developments in that.
All right.
So basically now Warner Brothers is reviewing Paramount's bid. They've reopened talks as recently as Tuesday after studio increased its takeover bid to $31 per share. The new proposal includes a $7 billion termination fee and quarterly payments to shareholders if the deal is delayed. Currently, Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos defended his company's $27.75 per share offering, arguing a merger with Netflix provides more growth. So that's where we at now. Now they back to the table reviewing that bid.
So what kind of punctuation mark would you use on that one?
I would use the
authoritative joint.
Before you answer that,
is the old school, just the ... because the shit is just continuing. You know what I'm saying? Like to be continued. I don't think this shit is going to come to an end anytime soon. I think Warner Brothers made it seem like they was ready to sell right now, but I think they basically are gonna, keep holding out until they can milk the highest bidder, for as much as they can.
Yeah. It's business. That's what you got to do. Just like I was saying, like in business, the goal of business is to make the most money as possible. Like, and honestly, like even in my business class when I went to college, bro, they tell you the goal of starting a business is to start the business, make the business up to a point, sell the business, and then make another business because you know how to make business. Right. So you sell the business to someone else who can't build a business, and then you go build another business. Right. I never really thought of it that way. I'm like, yo, you building this business because this is what you want to be for life. But nah, the goal is to start it, build it up, sell it to somebody who can't build up a business, and then you go start another one because that's what you do.
Right. So, that like you got kind of two different types of entrepreneurs when it comes to starting up a business. You got the one type who, this is my baby, I'm putting my life into this, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pass this down from generation to generation. And then you got the other one who, I'm gonna build this up, flip it, get something else. Because they're not in it for the love of whatever that particular business does. They're in it for the love of business. Yeah. So you got two different styles when it comes to that.
Yeah, because it's different. Because if you're in it for the love of that, maybe you're not a businessman. Maybe you're a musician, or maybe you're a athlete, right? And you love athlete. But a person, like if business is your thing, you can make anything into a product, right, and into a business and sell anything.
Exactly. So total different, you know what I'm saying, things with, how they operating from that aspect. Like, a person that loves to cook, they're going to open a restaurant and they not, they happy with just making, X amount of profit. Whereas
the quality.
A business person, they want to make a lot of profit so they can flip and flip and flip and then on to the next shit.
Remember that Jamie Foxx episode where she was just, making the sweet potato pies off of the strength, and then everybody wanted her to make the sweet potato pies, and then in the middle of the night, they had to make a whole lot of sweet potato pies. The point that I'm getting to is the quality of it all. They care more about the quality opposed to mass production. Because when the mass production part of the business, when you agree to that part of it, you got to know it's going to impact the quality of it. Or you got to, in my opinion, as a business person, you got to know you're going to take a loss somewhere in that part of it. People are always going to try to stretch the product, for lack of better words. So I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? that you know, just make sure it's good money. Not all money is good money. Just make sure you're shaking the right hands. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's interesting though.
Yeah, that shit is gonna drag on, man. We'll see. Maybe next year. It's gonna be like GTA 6, man.
Well, hold up.
Keep pushing the release date back.
Not to keep it on punctuation marks, but did you see Jay-Z changed his name back?
I heard about that. What happened? What you mean?
He changed his name back to J-Z with the umlauts. I think that's what they call it, on top of the Y, which is the 2 dots on top of the Y. Yeah. He changed the name back to that. He released Dead Presidents, the original version, part 1, not part 2. That was on Reasonable Doubt. I believe, and this is what people are saying, there's speculation that he's doing a Reasonable Doubt 30th anniversary 2 weeks at the Barclays this summer because the Liberty have a 2-week gap in their schedule where they're on a 2-week road trip, and nobody knows why they're going from the Barclays for 2 weeks. So people are speculating that it may be Jay-Z at the Barclays for 2 weeks.
Now that's how you sprinkle some shit in the pot right there, man.
The energy over there in that area, I'm telling you now, the energy in that area with that kind of news, bro, I'm telling you, it's gonna be super lit. You know, Jay-Z,
a fire show.
Yeah, because you know Jay-Z has something to do with the getting the Barclays and the Nets being here in the first place. All of that's gonna play into fans coming out. Those tickets, them tickets is gonna be
commodities.
Word, them shits is gonna cost you a lot.
They need to hurry up and say when they gonna release, because I might be in the market.
Somebody posted the 2-week gap and was like, yo, why is the Liberty playing they last home game here and then another home game 2-3 weeks away? Like,
well, hopefully, speaking of all of that, man, hopefully they figure out something with the labor talks and everything, man, because we could be headed to a strike or a lockout, man.
What you mean?
With WNBA, it might be the whole season might be available for dates and shit, you know?
Yeah. Why you say that? I had seen something that said they made a lot of money this year. Like they
you haven't been like paying attention to the labor talks. They've been dicey, man. They are not at an agreement at all.
They got a new CBA being discussed right now.
Yeah, and it's not looking good right now. Like they far apart. So you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen anything this week, or I think the last time I seen anything was like maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
The crazy
part is good what I was reading.
The thing that is crazy about it is they say that the WNBA is not making enough money for the women to be expecting like salary increases because they operate at a deficit. But at the same time, if they're getting paid more for Unrivaled than they are for the WNBA, like, and Unrivaled is a shorter season than the WNBA, I don't know. There's something wrong there.
Right.
I think like, it's more the players are the owners. That's the difference. I don't think it's wrong per se in the business perspective. I think there's no players that have power in the WNBA. Ex-players, owners of teams, are the ex-players owners of teams. You understand what I'm saying? Or do they come from basketball, or they just own a team because they powerful? I know it's connected to the NBA, but but still, whoever's running things over there, are they ex-players? That's more of my question than anything. You know, do they come from basketball? You feel what I'm saying? At least, you know what I mean?
Same thing that we've been talking about just like they want. It's a power thing, and when you have the power, you're able to spread the power amongst it. Like the player empowerment era, players are able to empower the people in their league. But when you go to some of these other leagues, they don't want the players to be empowered, so they're trying to keep them at a certain level.
That's the problem. You gotta empower these players that put in a lot of work for you to have the popularity, have all of the sales. And again, I think at the end of the day, the fuss is the players knowing what kind of money that they bring it in. I'm pretty sure the Liberty know they worth. As far as I hear the fans, they saying, oh, when the Liberty first got to the Barclays, it wasn't a lot of fans. I mean, it was a lot of empty seats. The time they won the WNBA championship, every seat was packed. So they was bringing money in, and the players know that. The players know, like, yo, we part of the reason why this, you know what I'm saying, the business is looking good. And I think they have a leg to stand on, you know what I'm saying? I think, you know, they have some validity to kicking up dust, you know. This JDJ comment,
JDJ is 1,000% on that.
He says, reigning WNBA champion Chelsea Gray won an inaugural unrivaled one-on-one tournament, taking home $200,000. That's a big money right there in prize money.
Just for the little tournament.
Right, and this single tournament payout exceeded her
salary,
2025 WNBA salary of $196,267. Shout out to JDJ in the chat, a moderator on the page.
For the unrivaled sports knowledge. Know what I mean? Pun intended.
Yo, and the crazy thing about it is that the WNBA is crying broke, saying they don't got money. Yo, women's sports is making money right now, man. It's making money on a college level. It's making money on a professional level. It's getting more exposure. ESPN right now is repackaging their whole Sunday night thing coming up in the spring because they lost the baseball contract. Because baseball, I think, went to NBC and something else. I can't remember. But ESPN lost it. So now on Sunday nights, instead of playing baseball throughout the spring and the summer, they're repackaging it called Women's Sports Sunday, something like that. And it's basically going to be WNBA games and nothing but women's professional sports Sunday night. So you can't tell me that the WNBA is not getting money because women's sports is being promoted and publicized way more than it has been. It still needs to be done more, in my opinion. Still not where it needs to be all the way. Hopefully we'll get there sooner rather than later. But that shit starts with the WNBA doing what's right and paying these women what they owe these women, because without that, the cycle is not going to continue, man. Like they got to get some more, man.
Mm-hmm. How new the WNBA is, these pioneers are smart.
But the WNBA is not even new compared to Unrivaled. Unrivaled is 2 years old now. WNBA is approaching 30.
Exactly. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Unrivaled is the reason why they are doing what they're doing. Because you got to realize that's kind of like JDJ, what he said. I think that's part of their negotiating, why they got elbow room at the negotiating table. Because they talking like, yo, we know that we generate this kind of money with this kind of schedule. Y'all doing, and that's innovative. That one-on-one tournament. You got all of these big analysts on ESPN or whatever, whoop-de-whoop, talking about one-on-ones in an all-star game. Unrivaled jumped out and did it. They became innovative immediately. And let's call it what it is. You get that Sunday night time slot. When you said that, I thought of the NFL. And I know they don't have the same schedule because of the months. I'm just saying they got that time slot and they did their fucking thing. You probably became a fan of the NFL watching Sunday night football.
Yo, the WNBA had to get broken off a bag as a league from ESPN to be like, yo, we putting y'all games on Sunday nights. They had to got a bag from that. So why is that bag not?
But what y'all think about player one comment right here? That Unrivaled also got a significantly smaller roster compared to the NBA, so the product doesn't bring in enough eyes to give them the money that they asking for. Because from what I hear, that people, because I don't know the business for real, but from what I hear, people are saying that a lot of the stuff, like the cost of the WNBA, has to get subsidized by the NBA So if they're not actually turning a profit, like because they're making money, but they also got to pay for a lot of things. So this new CBA could allow them to turn a profit. But if they're not making profit, how are you giving out surplus? Because there is no surplus.
Yo, they got to restructure a lot of stuff from the ground up to really figure that out. And the crazy thing about it is the infrastructure is right there because a lot of these teams are directly connected to an NBA team. There are only a few that are actually independent ran franchises. You know, most of them, I don't know the exact number of teams in the WNBA, but I'd probably say 80% of them, 85% of them probably have an NBA team that is owned by the same governor or board of governors. So that's basically, I don't understand how they're fumbling this so much. All they had to do is just copy and paste and adjust the figures. Like basically take the same model of what you do with the NBA, place it into the WNBA, and just adjust certain things to make everything fit, if that makes sense. Like if I'm making a fucking meal for 20 people, I'm going to use more of the same ingredients than if I'm making a meal for 2 people. It's basically the same meal. I'm just using more of the same thing or less of the same thing. And for whatever reason, they fucked up the bag when it came to the WNBA, man.
I just think it's greed. I mean, if I'm stirring, let me stir the pot. I think it's greed. I think at the end of the day, they just, it's past being fussy. It's past them being catty. They talking business. They talking numbers. They coming in there with who they got, you know what I'm saying, on their hip, protecting them, whether it be their lawyer or whoever they consult business with. They come in there, they sitting down, they looking over the numbers, and they saying we deserve this. Now, again, I want to watch what Jay is talking about. What you call it, the ABA, the soul power. Soul power. I want to watch that because the way that I understand from the book that I read, T-Neck to Brooklyn, the NBA absorbed the ABA, but only 4 teams. That's the Nets, Pacers, the Nuggets, and the Spurs. And I'm saying that to say that the ABA was doing something innovative, quote unquote, because they was the only competition. They was competition to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to watch the NBA, you could watch the ABA. But the NBA, to my knowledge, was big bank and ABA was small bank. You know what I mean?
The ABA, what happened is, bro, the ABA squandered their money. At one point in time, the ABA actually was more popular and more watchable than the product that the NBA was producing.
I read that too.
They started squandering their money by doing extravagant, lavish, dumb shit. And then also they were paying their players more to keep them from the NBA and also to try to sway players from the NBA to come to the ABA. So it was a combination of mismanagement of money on both of those aspects. And once you start doing that, basically the reason that the NBA absorbed them, because the NBA bought the ABA because the owners were going broke. The owners were going broke on their product. Like, you ever seen a movie Semi-Pro?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a while ago.
It's kind of a true story a little bit. Like it's wildly absurd, but the shit that he was doing, that's what the ABA owners were doing. They were like spending money on stupid aspects of the game, wasting money on shit like that, paying players big money, and they went broke and they had to sell their teams in order to keep money coming.
And like, I think in the documentary they were trying to say that the NBA was kind of being predatory, trying to poach some of their players, because it was like certain players that were bringing a lot of light to the ABA talent wise, and the NBA was trying to poach those players.
It went both ways. It went both ways because the ABA was literally like, so like, I think Darryl Dawkins, if I'm not mistaken, was like the first main player that both leagues were fighting over in the draft, because at that time, when you came out from college, you could go to whichever one you want. Like you could get drafted by a team in this league and get drafted by a team in this league. and then you essentially can now go to the highest bidder because that team owns your rights to that league. So if you decide to now play in that league, you have to play for that team. But if you decide not to play on that team, then you don't have to play in that league at all. So that's how it was then. So the ABA was like overbidding like the NBA. So let's say, for instance, you know, who knows what the contracts was back in those days. Let's say NBA offering you the top dude, 500,000. ABA saying, nah, we got 750 for you. Oh, I'm going to the ABA. So, and I think Darryl Dawkins was like the first big brick to move to the ABA first. And then that kind of shifted the power. Like, you know, Julius was in the ABA. Like he was the man in the ABA. You know what I'm saying? Like the ABA, they were all about the flash. They started the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no 3-point line before the ABA.
Wing had power too. Like I think that's the difference too. Like the center had power in the NBA for sure. But
everybody, bro. Like it was a more aesthetically pleasing game to watch because you had a lot of the dribble moves, the high flying. Like I said, the 3-point shooting came from the ABA. The basketball even looked, more aesthetically pleasing instead of the orange basketball, it was the red, white, and blue. So when they shot it, it spun. And it looked cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, just everything about it. The afros were bigger in the ABA. You know what I'm saying? Like, just everything was cool, man.
Yeah. Nah, shout to the ABA, man. I read nothing but good things about it. Shout to T-Neck to Brooklyn, the book. You know what I'm saying? I read, how they had high pace games. They were scoring over 100 points. And, again, I think the game changer is the 3-pointer. You know, giving them that credit. And seeing how the 3-pointer is to the NBA, but not to deviate, of course. I feel like, the Unrivaled give the players a lot of, you know what I'm saying, kind of like elbow room at the negotiating table. Like, yo, look at the kind of money. And then just that fact of going there telling them offer just this 1v1 tournament, I got 200K. Y'all pay me that a year. Y'all don't want to talk business with us? We even look past the whether you like me or not. We talking business. We talking whether or not what I'm saying is connected to us making money. Is that happening? And for that's a big flex. Again, this whole Unrivaled thing, I'm glad we paying attention to it. Y'all definitely got me on point with it. I want to see what happens on the business side of things because they're making noise. Because it's not just about them, just kicking up dust with and that's it. They're kicking up dust and backing it up by having a product that's giving them more money in a short span of time than they do in that schedule to schedule. Mind you, they always want to push the envelope about how, I forget her name, but she went across seas and she got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And how Brittany Griner, and how the Unrivaled tournament keeps players from going overseas because now
that's
another
the biggest thing to me, bro. Because here's the thing, like they always been making more money overseas than they were in the WNBA.
See what I'm saying?
So Unrivaled is not really like new with giving them an option to be able to feed and support their families. Overseas always gave them the big bag, but Unrivaled to me keeps them from going through terrible shit like that, bro. Like that, I think is the big thing because now during the WNBA offseason, they don't gotta go over there and be subjected to certain situations and certain things that they're not used to, comfortable with, or even violates them in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I think that right there that's why the Unrivaled League is kind of a godsend.
Right, but no, I feel what you're saying, but I'm saying the same thing, but I'm not saying only a godsend. I'm telling them, I'm saying it because they got negotiating power. When they go over there, they could use that because that is a fact. And again,
well, no, what I'm saying, no, bro, is the negotiating power has always been there in that aspect because overseas they was always getting a bigger bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? You playing over here on a WNBA contract for maybe 100, 120,000, but you going over there, in the overseas in the off season, and they got 3 M's for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's always been like that, bro.
And again, I wasn't a podcast at the time, but this was like when I was on a C train and I seen the player from, she was really tall, and I asked her, I said, yo, you in the WNBA? I forget her name. She said, yeah, I play for the Liberty. She was like, yo, you don't get, I asked her like, oh, why you ain't got a big car? Yada yada, whoop de whoop. She's just mad cool, she's just kicking it. And she was just like, oh, we don't get paid what you think we get paid. And she said that subtly, but you could tell she had a few, you feel me? It was one of those. I think I seen it was on the way back from like New Year's Eve or some shit. I like took the train to the city by myself on some bullshit. It was just me. You know what I'm saying? But on the way back I seen her and shit. But yeah, I'm happy for them not only kicking up dust about how they feel about contracts, but getting the unrivaled league. Shout out to the owners of Unrivaled. I think it again, that's huge. Like, what would be the equivalent if that happened in the NBA? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's.
I couldn't see that happening in the NBA. Like somebody start
The money way different. The money way different.
Right. The money is way different, and the big 3 is more of a, you see players who used to play in the NBA, playing in that, as opposed to current players. I don't think there'll be any way somebody could, make a basketball summer league, so to speak, that NBA players will be playing in, bro.
Why not?
I don't think. I mean, nothing is impossible. However, to Breeze's point, the financial aspect, is different a little bit.
Let it be in Saudi Arabia.
You would have to be offering these dudes crazy back. Like somebody would have to be a genius to put this together, where you would have so many sponsors, where you basically paying dudes in not only bread but sponsorships. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you playing on this team, here's $5 million for these 10 games, and then we also gonna give you a deal with Lamborghini or Rolex or something like that. Like, I don't know.
Let it be them Saudi Arabian dudes. They was offering Jason Tatum $314 million for a 5-year contract.
No,
he ain't signed it. But they was offering.
If anybody doing it, I could see them, bro. I could see, they want everything. Like they like, we want everything to come over to us. Like everything that's popping everywhere else, we want to come here and have it here. That Riyadh season is crazy. Have y'all ever like really looked into what all of that is?
Not really, but I know the Mr. Beast got a fucking amusement park in Riyadh. And that shit is, they be out there giving away money or like all sorts of shit. But
so y'all know I watch WWE, and when I watch this shit, sometimes on the ring they be having like Riyadh season. Same thing in boxing, Riyadh season. Same thing in MMA. So one day I just Googled it. So y'all Google Riyadh season one day on your downtime when you got some time, and just like look into like, it will blow your mind. Like it's like an amusement park on steroids, plus concerts and wrestling and boxing and MMA, and like it's crazy. The shit will blow your mind, and it happens during a certain time of the year, and that's why it's called Riyadh season. But yeah, that shit is different, and they trying to get their hands on everything. So I can definitely see them spending some big bread to get some type of NBA summer league type shit going on over there, and it'd probably be crazy. Like, they getting WrestleMania next year, and I heard they gave WWE like the whole farm plus some cattle. You know what I'm saying? Like, to bring WrestleMania over
there. Yeah. They're playing with them big money, and they are willing to throw it around to make it popular. Like, I feel like it's a lot of people trying to come for entertainment, like America being the entertainment capital of the world. And I was just thinking about that really around New Year's, because New Year's Eve, in fucking Manhattan was a little empty this year.
Mm.
Like it wasn't as crowded as it usually be. And people were saying, "Oh, it's cold as fuck outside, this, that, and the third." But I'm like, nah, I think it's more than that. It's like more places to go now. Like before, that used to be the spot. That's where everybody in the world wanted to be. But now it's so many other places where people could be that's just as, or if not more popping. Like, because you go in there to stand 40 hours just to see a ball drop when you could be in Riyadh, or you could be in Japan, or you could be anywhere else in the world.
Right.
No, but that part of it is like
I ain't see your balls drop. I said a ball. Right?
Yeah,
it made it seem like I said you're going in to watch some balls drop. You know what I mean?
Nah. I'm just saying the way it sounded. But again, the nostalgia to it. Yeah, if you're a tourist, you're somewhere from Iceland or some shit like that, then yeah, it sounds good. But once you get past the nostalgia, you realize, for one, it's cold. For two, restaurants ain't really trying to let you in if to use the restroom. And if you do happen to use the restroom, there's a line there. The whole thing, for the most part, as a New Yorker, it was uncomfortable. Being from Brooklyn, that shit was uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? As much as I try to enjoy it, the vibes is there. On the way there, the energy of the city, the vibes is there. The people there, the vibes is there. But it is a lot of nostalgia to the actual enjoyment of, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to even get close. And then the closer you get, the more crowded it get, the more jam-packed it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I will say that the energy is, without violence, is priceless. Being in New York City, seeing that, you know, that shit is dope. I ain't gonna hold you. Or
yeah, I ain't never did New Year's Eve in Times Square. I ain't never had the desire to, like. Nah, I just always thought it was for tourists. So it's like, nah.
It is more for tourists. It is. Seriously.
You had on like a I Love New York shirt. With the buttons, like you was from Coming to America with the buttons and all that shit.
Freezing out there. One time I was at work, I was in the building close over there, and another time, now I'm saying, you know, I was with a squeeze or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was with a lady friend. You know what I mean? Or gotta be proper on the internet. But nah, seriously, man. I feel like tourists, they really enjoy it, you know, and I give it to the tourists. Y'all do. Y'all really be out there with your t-shirts. I Love New York t-shirt. They got the buttons. How Eddie Murphy was dressing when he came to come into America. I'm telling you.
17 buttons.
We love that. They love that. So yeah, I respect it, you know what I'm saying? But New Yorkers, we don't really, I'm saying, enjoy it the same way tourists do. But yeah, man, it's all good.
Yeah, I got something else. I just got to pull up my notepad because I know I had like two other. Oh yeah, all right. I got a good one right here, man. See, this right here is what I call like this is like a dessert pepper right here, man.
Okay.
So I got something that's gonna stump y'all, man. Or maybe it'll stump y'all, maybe it won't. Do y'all know that the nickname the Black Mamba was not originally for Kobe?
Yeah, they gave it to Jordan first.
Yeah. They knew that. Did you know that, Breeze?
Yeah, I heard Reggie Miller tell that story.
Did y'all know why? No, Reggie Miller called him that Black Cat.
Black Cat. Oh, my fault. Black Cat.
Yeah. So, do y'all know why he said no to it?
No.
So Nike basically, when they was making like the Jordan 19, the layer of it was like some type of layer called, let me see, I think I took that note down. Yeah, it was called Tech Flex, and it looked like a black snake. So they made the whole marketing campaign around Black Mamba, because they found out what was like the deadliest snake or whatever. So they made the marketing campaign around that. And Jordan was like, all right, we're going to do one commercial, but then after that, nah, I'm not running with this. Y'all not calling me no Black Mamba. Like, that's not going to be my thing. The reason why, and it didn't come out until years later after he retired, one of his biggest fears in the world is snakes. And he didn't want his opponents to know that and use that against him any type of way, on the court, off the court, whatever. So that never got out nowhere. So what happened is, like, years later, when Kobe had went through all of his trial stuff and everything, he was watching Kill Bill and like really adapted to that whole like Black Mamba kind of thing. So they kind of meshed it all together, and the first shoe that actually had like the Mamba logo, where that was his logo, was the Kobe 6. And then that's when the Black Mamba thing just took off, the Mamba mentality and all of that.
Yeah. That's dope. That's what's
up. So that's dope that, y'all knew that it wasn't for him at first. But yeah, I learned that information this week, and I was like, yeah, I gotta throw that into the pot real quick, man.
Yeah, shout out to Michael Jordan, man. Michael Jordan, yeah, and again, I thought he was going to, kind of just hang up his jersey and just ride off into the sunset. He became somebody that was important in NASCAR, like his team winning championships over there. I think, I don't know if he like one of the first Black owners to do it, but, he's still doing incredible stuff in sports, man.
Y'all remember Brad Daugherty?
Yeah, tall Cleveland Cavaliers center.
Yeah, used to play for the Cavs back in the day. He's like Mr. NASCAR when it comes to like NBA, ex-NBA dudes. So this dude, not only does he like have ownership in NASCAR stuff, but he also, I don't think he does it anymore, but he used to be on ESPN, like talking about NASCAR on the shows and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he said, actually, like, I was watching something with him. They were saying that NASCAR is his actual first love. And he didn't start playing basketball until he started getting so tall and people encouraged him to play. And then that's when he started playing ball. So that's why as soon as he, retired, he went to NASCAR. So you think about it, like, this dude couldn't be 7 foot tall driving around in the NASCAR. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brad Daugherty was a tall dude, man. So they would have to make a special car for him. You know what I'm saying? Just for him to really drive race cars, man.
Shit, but he was 7 foot.
Yeah, he was their center. Remember, he was an all-star. He was.
Yeah, good. He was 7 foot. He was about 7 foot.
That Cavs team was decent, man. They gave the Bulls a little bit of problems with Mark Price, Craig Elo, and Daugherty. That was their three. And they had Gerald Wilkins for a little bit. They had Ron Harper for a little bit.
I imagine those cars, they for people like 6'1", the tallest, maybe 6'2". You know what I'm saying?
Not no 7 footer. You know what I'm saying? like that.
Maybe 6'2", like leaning back a little bit, adjusted.
Yo, you remember? Y'all remember Police Academy 1?
Vaguely.
Nah.
Vaguely. I know what you're talking about.
The part where Hightower, the big dude, Bubba Smith. I mean, he was driving around in like one of them little ass like Volkswagen Golfs. He was trying to teach him how to drive, and he was like, I can't get in this. Yo, he ripped the front seat out and just sat in the back seat and was driving that shit like that. Like, that's what Brad Daugherty would probably have to do to a fucking NASCAR, man.
For real. That shit is different. To just grow out of the sport you love because you're too tall, that shit is a wild story.
Yeah, man. Like, usually it's the reverse way. Like, you get tall so you can start playing this sport on a competitive level or something. Like, nah, he got too tall to drive, man.
Wow. I heard Duncan used to swim before he played basketball. That shit is wild.
Yeah.
That nigga had no intent on playing basketball. This nigga's swimming.
It's crazy, man. Them growth spurts, man. Dennis Rodman wasn't going to be a basketball player until he hit his growth spurt. He went from like 5'9" to like 6'8" from the time he was like 19 to 20 or 18 to 19 or something like that. And then all of a sudden he started playing college basketball.
Interesting.
Word.
Should be crazy, man.
Never know what people could do, man. Like another thing that I wanted to talk about, I wanted to bring it up last week, but I'll say that to say that Jaylen Brown, I think he took a course at MIT, NASA recruited him or some shit like that. But
that's mad funny because I had you just brought up two of my topics at the same time. No, seriously, because I had a topic about LeBron not forgetting because they mentioned something about Jaylen Brown, and he like, yeah, me and Jaylen Brown always been cool, except for that shit he said about Bronny last summer at the summer league. I didn't fuck with that. Yeah. And another one of my topics was the fact that MIT offers pretty much all of their courses for free online. So you can go to MIT online and you could take a lot of courses for free. I don't think you get the credit for the courses, but you can get the knowledge from the courses.
Yo, that's dope.
So
yeah,
both of those things.
Super dope.
Shout out to Jay for stirring the pot. I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of mixy, the shit that I was gonna say. This is kind of like a mixy pepper, know what I'm saying? But
I would love to hear it.
I'm saying
what his version of mixy might be.
Right.
Jaylen Brown, you know what I'm saying? He was at a kickback, you know what I mean? Had his peoples come out, you know what I'm saying? Police came and was acting like he was doing something wrong, and they shut it down. Mm-hmm. And they tried to apologize to him afterwards, but he wasn't feeling it. He was like, nah, that was bogus. Like, that did me bad, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't have to do me like that.
Nah, yeah, it was the city of Beverly Hills. I seen all of that, and now he's even thinking about filing suit against them because of all of this. So yeah, like I don't know if that was mixy, bro. That might be
another
like
Black Power topic.
I was about to say on the scale of you know what I'm saying, like ingredients we think
together we are united. Like if we all stand behind Jaylen Brown,
that was a sweet potato. He threw a sweet potato in there this time. You know what I'm saying? Not even yams, just a sweet potato, man. Just a big
against the Beverly Hills Police Department on behalf of Jaylen Brown and all basketball players as a whole. I mean, Black Power.
Nah. They showed the interaction between the police and Jaylen Brown. He was really soft spoken, asking the cop questions he couldn't answer. He told Jaylen Brown it was above his pay rate. So them issuing him an apology after it all was kind of like slap in the face, because it's like you had no reason, you had no cause. And they were saying that same house, other people who did venues there, it wasn't like he just picked the quietest block in the neighborhood, the quietest street, and then he just had a whole throwdown with Luke 2.0. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's your birthday too. Remember?
Was they filming the Peep Show? Oh man, I hope they was, man. Back in the day, that Luke Peep Show, man.
He was acting like they was having, you know what I'm saying, a whole pool party or some shit like that. Nah, it was a whole venue. People was coming out like a speakeasy event, like they was coming out the network and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Yeah, they ain't have to do them like that, you know what I mean? But that's it. That was the only thing I want to say.
Yeah, that was a sweet potato, man.
It's all good, man.
Yo, man, let's all rally behind Jaylen Brown. Make sure the Beverly Hills Police Department gets what they deserve. You know what I mean? For harassing a young black man just trying to throw a party in Beverly Hills. You know what I mean? Let's make sure they get what they deserve.
I wonder what music they was playing where they said, oh, that's it. It's probably...
Maybe they was playing some Luke.
Playing some gin and juice.
But you thought they were supposed to be playing classical music? If they're playing classical music on the piano, would y'all have raided Jaylen Brown's house then? Huh?
Right.
Oh man.
But nah, that dude is hella smart, man. Like originally what you was talking about, Breeze, that dude's hella smart, man. He graduated. Well, he I don't know if he graduated, but he definitely went to Cal. And Cal, you know, if anybody knows, that's one of the top schools in the country.
That's a school from Big Bang Theory, right? Caltech?
Nah, Caltech I think is a made up school, but I think it is supposed to be Cal.
Okay. I know
got to change the names, the names of the people and the places. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, to protect identities. Protect money they don't gotta pay, man. That's what that is. Ain't no identities. They protecting bank accounts, man.
Like, nah, that school is fake. That school is fake.
Nah.
Yo,
man.
did y'all hear that? Dr. Umar Johnson, he finished his school. It's done. It is done, and it is.
They saying that's a real school.
For real?
Yeah, Caltech. It's in Pasadena, California Institute of Technology.
Oh, okay. I thought it was made up. I thought it was So there we go. Word.
Yeah. But what you about to say?
He's talking about Dr. Umar, his inspiration, man.
He said,
I keep forgetting to get a kufi, man, but I'm gonna get me one, man.
He
Just
said,
so when it's kufi time,
we all got to get one, man.
I'm not getting
put a certified stick on it.
Certified kufi.
If the Brooklyn Nets is not making a kufi, Brooklyn Nets.
I wouldn't slap somebody kufi off their head off the Brooklyn Nets. I wouldn't be the number one kufi slapper for the Brooklyn Nets.
Man. No, man, you seen it, man. We got the best odds. We tied for the best odds right now for that number one spot, man.
I've seen that.
Yeah, man. Make this shit worth it this year, man. Because last year that shit was not worth it, man. Could have went a lot better.
Bro,
all in or all out.
When y'all keep talking this odd shit and we still get the 5th pick, I'ma laugh in y'all face. I promise.
Nah, so if you
got the worst record, you can still get the 5th pick.
No,
it's the best odds, but you still can get the 5th.
It's 4th. You can't get no worse than 4.
Well, I don't think we're gonna have the worst record, though. I don't think we're gonna have the worst record.
I'm saying it don't matter if we do it, don't. I just want to be in that top 4, man. Like anything less than that top 4 is not. If by chance we slip to 5, like I've been telling y'all, I feel good about Wagner at 5.
No, I mean the Spurs doing what they supposed to do. You know what I mean? And so you could count on them being the L tonight.
Yo, but the Kings is finding new ways to tell people they can't play no more, man. Did y'all see? No, it wasn't the Kings. Was it the Kings or was it the Jazz?
The Jazz.
Either way, they both be doing.
Everybody got season surgery.
Like, yo, marketing can't come. He can't play anymore for some. I forgot what the hell it was.
I heard the NBA.
It was his finger.
They own doctors to check out marketing to see if he's really hurt for real.
And then somebody else, it was something else that was like, no, I think it would be better. I think it was the shit. What was the other team I just mentioned? Not the Jazz, but the Kings. Like 3 of their players, they basically told them, don't worry about coming into work. Like, like that's crazy, man. Like we want to make sure we got the worst record.
The NBA, they gave 2 teams that didn't have an NBA championship a championship in recent history. They gave it to the Nuggets. Not give, but I'm just saying, far as what happened. I don't want to say it like it. You know what I mean?
You basically just said it.
No, not to say it like that. I didn't mean it that way. You know what I mean? I didn't mean it that way. I meant it in a way like the Nuggets won and they didn't have an NBA championship and the Thunder won. So, I could see them. The Utah is one of those teams. The Brooklyn Nets is one of those teams. Indiana is one of those teams. And I do think there's going to be a day where every NBA team is going to have an NBA championship. And I just want to say, out of all of the teams in the NBA that don't got an NBA championship, I want the Nets to be the next team to win it. I want it to be before the Pacers. Pacers, they had their chance. They lost to the Thunder. You know what I'm saying? The Washington Wizards, y'all sorry. I'm just saying. But y'all did. I think they do got one. I do think they got one in like 1957 or some wild shit. The Grizzlies, they gave, I'm saying, all those picks to the Grizzlies.
What you said in 50? What team you said in 57?
I think the Wizards. I was saying the Wizards probably won one NBA championship.
Nah, I don't think the Bullets ever won. Because the only time they were really good was Wes Unseld back in the 70s, and they might have won in 70. No. Yeah, I don't think they won one, bro.
So you got them. I think the Pelicans, they ain't got one.
They knew it, so they don't count. Like as far as
But
I mean, I wouldn't say they don't count as far as like a team that
expansion teams came after the Nets and won, like Miami Heat, Toronto Raptors. So they count.
Oh yeah, they did win in '78.
Okay, my fault. I said 57.
We ain't talk at all about your man 50 getting cooked by a little kid, getting smoked. That's your man. You been championing this nigga. He's getting cooked by King Harris.
Nobody, nigga. He said champion.
Nah.
I don't rock no pom poms for nobody, man.
Every week you just keep saying, yeah, 50 is the greatest businessman. He's gonna write a podcast about this nigga bad. It's gonna be better than
he's a good businessman. What they got to do with champion?
This nigga,
come on, man.
This nigga, his commercials are amazing.
the way you making it seem like it's I wear champion athletic wear.
No,
man.
I didn't say pom poms. I think you've been championing them.
Yeah, champion. Nah, that word I believe is a bit strong.
So what would you call it?
I would just basically say I do agree that he's a good businessman. I do believe that he's playing chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, like, yo, what did he do when he clapped
in
back?
a battle rap, the man don't gotta rap.
Yo, but it's not a battle if they rapping and he don't want to rap. Is that really a battle? Like, think about it. If somebody challenges me to a duel, and they swing on me, but they swing on me, they don't hit me, and I just choose to walk away and do something else with my day. I don't understand.
I don't think that's the right analogy because these things be hitting.
Nah, man.
These things do be hitting.
But think about it. If he didn't react to it, how well did it hit? Think about it. If it just hit to the point where the public is reacting, cool. Mm-hmm. But if it didn't affect him or offend him in a way that he felt he had to retaliate, is it really affecting him?
I guess, but this King
That's
Harris
just the grown up in me, I guess, looking at it from that perspective.
This King Harris shit is definitely affecting him. Like, I feel like
he sent back a picture, a picture. Like, that's what I'm saying. like, these dudes is taking time and energy to make songs and do all of this shit.
Fuck the songs. That's my point. That's my point. He's losing the internet battle. Like, the only thing that he's been standing on the whole time, he's losing it to a young boy, kid, because kids know how to handle the internet. Yeah. So he's losing that, and he's not gonna rap. So it's like he's double losing. Like, and he admitted to taking the L. There's a quote. Hold on, what he said? Because he is trying to say he's green light gang, and I get that. He said, I know what you're thinking. How is this happening? It's very simple. I'm on fire. I'll take all of these L's, LOL, green light gang, because he got some British boxing drama named Fightland produced. But he knows he's taking L's.
But yeah, and that's the thing that I'm saying too. Like,
it's L after L, so he's
promoting that play that he had with this shit. So like, he's using, hey, guess what? People are talking about me again. So while people are talking about me, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing next. So like I said, it's chess versus checkers, bro. Like, yo, it's just good business to me, man.
Yeah, he's getting
but at the price of what? Putting T.I. wife up, you know what I mean? Like, how did all of this
that picture he posted of her look terrible? Was that really her?
But no. But how did all of this start though? Is it because T.I. said he wanted the verses and he didn't want the verses?
Yeah, it was kind of like over that, and then I don't know, it went left out of nowhere.
Duck and smoke. That's what it is. That's all he's been doing is duck and smoke.
But it sounds like both of them is promoting off of this. So again, it might be some pre-scripted WWE type shit. Yo, this is what we gonna do. Do this, and they're gonna play it out, and it's gonna be real, but it's premeditated.
Yo, he's ducking smoke. You know what I mean? And if he gonna keep ducking smoke, it's cool. He don't want the wreck. But T.I.'s on his head. And really, I don't even give a fuck about the music, even though the music is good. The music has been good, but he's not gonna respond to that. and the only thing that he's doing is posting memes, and King Harris is posting the better memes.
Yo,
like, so he's losing the meme battle as well.
Didn't he like partner with the dude to buy Jim's studio, and Jim was locked out the studio? Like, that shit, was that real?
It's real, but the dude, they had to get Jim back in his studio, and the dude who owned the studio got escorted off the property because they kicked him out illegally, and it's a whole bunch of other shit. So, like, if you did that, whatever, but now you got escorted off your own property by the police because you weren't supposed to lock his studio.
Yeah, that shit is crazy right there.
But I don't know. I think 50 needs to rap. He's a rapper, and he tried to say that he doesn't rap anymore, but he dropped the song this year.
He dropped the song this year. He still go on tour because he go on tour mainly overseas because they pay him big bags.
Song this year, and it wasn't about any of this shit.
But my thing is, you being bigger than the verses is the part that I don't like, because the fans really won with that. I think it happened because of COVID or whatever. But at the end of we won. We're seeing two. I'm saying, like, the Jada Kiss.
I feel like he bigger than T.I. though. Like, if it wasn't gonna be a versus, he wanted versus like Jay-Z or somebody.
Yeah.
The fans still win. The fans still win, bro. We still win, regardless if it's T.I. versus 50. If
he
it's
don't
50
care
versus
about
Cobra.
us winning.
I see.
He care about him winning, man.
Yeah, but he losing right now. Like, if we taking he done took L after L after L, like, and then this TIL seems like the biggest L of them all. But really, it's just the fact that he's trying to go meme for meme with a child, and children know how to work the internet.
How old is this dude now?
21, I think.
Yeah, he's 21, I think. Yeah.
And the thing is, nigga posted a picture of his mother, fucked up picture. So he posted a picture of 50 mother, dead, grave.
Yeah.
Then he posted a picture of his mother and said, like, what his mother actually looked like, and was like, "Is this your mom's or is this your pops?" Who?
Yeah, like, he was clapping at him.
Cooking.
I was seeing some of them.
I was like, sheesh. And honestly, I would want 50 to win this beef because he's from New York. So if it's gonna be New York versus Atlanta, I want to root for New York, but he's not giving me nothing to root for.
But see, I think I see what P is saying, using this as an engine to popularize whatever he got going on. But at the end of the day, you were going to do that anyway. People were going to support you. Like, I think 50 got enough rapport to say that when it comes down to him and scripts and plays and movies and all of this and that shows, he got enough rapport that he don't need to do the trolling. I think the Fab verse in these T.I. verses is different from all of the other stuff that he was doing to other people. Like, these things are changing the way 50 is looked at, far as, like, are you going to rap? Any kind of response is a rap. You did. So none of your responses is a rap. Because maybe you could overlook a little of this and that and say, oh, he don't need to rap about that artist. But I did want to see him reply to, as a fan, I wanted to see him reply to Fab. And yeah, if he don't reply to T, I don't know.
I ain't rapping for this nigga.
Yo, he ain't replying. He ain't rapping. He ain't doing that. And, like, you got to think about it. When it comes to entertainment, what's the best news? Is good news. What's the next best news? Bad news. What's the worst news? No news at all. So what does 50 do? He makes sure that he's constantly relevant, Breeze. Like, you know, his diehard fans are gonna always support him, like you say, yeah. But he's not interested in that. He's probably interested in getting more and more fans. Why do you think he has so many different avenues, bro? Like, all the different avenues is the exact reason. Like, he's trying to reach so many different corridors of the world. He's not just looking to maintain his core music base or his core acting fans or his core whatever people know him as. He's trying to get people to know him for the new shit he's doing. Like, he just finished producing a Broadway play. Like, that's what he's promoting for this shit, is that Broadway play. Because now, guess what? oh shit, now we know 50 do Broadway plays. If it wasn't before this, if this shit never happened with him and T.I., maybe now we don't even know about that shit until after this shit dropped. And now it's like, oh shit, 50 did plays. No, he's promoting that shit beforehand. So that way the tickets is selling out straight from the jump that 50 got a new play. I ain't mad at him for doing business like that, man.
Listen, I'm not. I agree, and I like how he's good at finding good actors. I just wanted to say that. Go ahead.
This nigga T.I. said his yeah, you could talk all this money shit, but my biggest flex is that I was able to keep my mother safe until I got out of the streets, and then dropped a video dissing this nigga and kissed his mother on the cheek mid video.
That's dope.
Like, I don't know. And T.I. is apparently big on family values because he had a TV show with his family before called some sort of family something or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
really hustle, I think, right?
Yeah, but it's like the optics are not good on these things, and I'm not watching 50 play. I'm not watching this motherfucking fight.
Nah, 50 ain't in the play. I think he's like the executive producer or the producer or something like that. He's the man behind the play. He ain't acting in the play.
No, I know, but I'm not watching it. I don't even know what he's talking about. Like, I heard him promote it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he's getting other people to see it. Like this, I guarantee you, based off of this shit that's going on with T.I., he's now gonna garner X amount more people that are now aware of his play and are now gonna pay money to go.
Yeah, no, I see what he's doing. And again, I just think that he's just getting a different bag. And I think I wanted to say about 50 was he see the difference between rap money and movie money or show money or syndicated money. Like, he knows different kind of money in the entertainment business. And I think he's gonna always want to draw that attention, always troll, because that bag that he get. And remember, I remember he had a dust up with Showtime. I mean, what was it? He was with Showtime. Was it Showtime? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was going at it with them about negotiating and this and that. Yeah. Like, he knows that he's the draw because of the talent that he put in a movie or a show and the revenue that he's getting from the content that he's been pushing. He's been bringing more money than probably a lot of probably networks. Not to say it like that, you know what I'm saying? But
he's making big money down or was threatening to basically shut them down.
Stars. I say Showtime.
We're not moving. Like, basically, he was doing it like, we're not moving our product through your shop no more. And he knew that they was the biggest thing that they shop had to offer. So imagine
I only had stars because of the
imagine you own a hardware store, right? And now all of a sudden the biggest supplier in hammers say, fuck that, we ain't fucking with you no more. You can't have our hammers no more. That's gonna affect your business tremendously.
Yo, they had pictures of this nigga 50 juggling hammers.
That's wild.
And not hammers for real.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's wild.
Yo, why did they have pictures? Why was he holding the hammers?
That's wild. But yeah, that's crazy, man.
They are doing something to 50's reputation right now, I think. But it's cool. Like, but damn, Fifth. Then they done posted his rat paperwork too.
Apparently, everybody a rat.
They done posted the snitch paperwork, but
T.I., they done been said T.I. was a rat. They done been said.
Well, they were saying that because he did a Crime Stoppers commercial, and you could go see the commercial. But that's different.
I heard he had got caught up in a jam, and then
they made him do a Crime Stoppers commercial to get out of jail, pretty much. And then he was like, "Hi, my name is Tip, but I'll tell you about a different type of tip."
I don't know. I don't know, man. I heard something else besides that too. So we'll see. I mean,
well, listen. If they put it out in black and white, they put the black and white out on Curtis Jackson of who he told on and why he told and when the police came to his house. Because I read it this morning. He called in an anonymous tip. The police came to his house to talk to him about it. He agreed that he was the one who called, and it was about Jimmy Henchman. and they murdered somebody, and he was in fear for his life. And not because you say you were in fear for your life, that doesn't mean you actually were in fear for your life. But in black and white, that you told the police that, so people are gonna believe that.
That's crazy.
But I don't know. It's hard. He's losing to a little kid.
It's just terrible to see these black brothers tearing each other down when
they
could be.
They could have just did a versus.
They facts and
that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
that would have. I don't know if it would have been a good versus though. Honestly,
I think 50 would have won.
True.
I don't think that would have been a good versus. Like I don't know. I don't.
New York versus Atlanta.
But I don't see those two. Like I could put each one of those probably, if I thought about it, with better people that would probably make a better versus.
I wouldn't be mad at it. I'm not.
So like Buster still ain't go yet, right?
Yeah, nah.
I would rather see Buster and 50, and then I would rather see T.I. and Ludacris.
But that don't give you the Atlanta, New York beef.
Nah, but I think those verses,
and those do sound like good verses, though. I'm not
going to lie. Those two individual verses would be better than T.I. versus 50. Me personally, I think Busta and 50 would be dope. I think Luda and T.I. would be dope.
Yeah, I'm not mad at either one of those. But like you keep saying, controversy sells, and people want to see New York versus LA. I mean, New York versus Atlanta. Atlanta wants their respect in the hip hop industry. That's why he wants to beat 50 or someone from New York in the verses. Like, I get why New York has to prove the dominance of the fact that, yeah, we've always been the mecca of hip hop and still are, even if people say Atlanta is running the game right now. There's a lot behind that. Like, and I think 50 versus Busta would be a great versus, but you don't get that type of drama there.
Yeah.
I don't need drama to sell that. As a fan of hip hop, I'm pulling up. Yeah, Busta versus 50 Cent. I don't need no drama. I don't need none of that. I just song for song, 50 and Busta. I gotta be there.
Like they styles to me, I think that shit would just be fucking phenomenal, man. Like,
no, it probably would. I'm not disagreeing with that, but that's not how
Luda and T.I. I think that shit would be phenomenal.
I'm with that too.
Luda and T.I. already did their beef when Luda said, "Get off the T.I.P. of my dick." Yeah. You know what I mean? I see why it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Style wise too, like they both are extremely articulate rappers that, you know, got bars for days, you know, a bunch of different type of beats. Like, yo, that telling you that shit would be crazy, man.
Yeah, hold on. I don't mean that, you know what I'm saying? Stop y'all from cooking, you know what I mean? But we put a lot in the pot, sweet potatoes, asparagus, and some more shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sweet potatoes and asparagus sound crazy.
This is JTV. Shout out to Big Fan Breezy. Y'all know I'm gonna pull up and do the recap. I'll probably do it. I'm gonna go eat first. I can't hold you. And again, man, this was Stir the Pot. Subscribe to the channel, share the content. You know what I'm saying? Look for the shorts, look for the clips that we, you know what I mean, post. And thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Pull up same time, same Stir the Pot time, same Stir the Pot channel. Next week, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna be back at it, man. Shout out to the chat. I see y'all. Share the content for us, man. Help the show, bro. Thank y'all for tuning in and have a good one, y'all. Peace.